Alright, so I don't necessarily ever really do vlogs, but I figured I'd give it a shot. We're gonna go to the store right now. I gotta go grab some beers. So I've been doing like a lot of beer product photos lately, and so I'm gonna go grab one and we're gonna get this done. And maybe I'll show you guys my process and the whole thing, so let's get into it. Shooting on the Rokinon 10mm, and don't worry, I'm definitely watching the road right now. I'm just holding this in my hand and I'm talking to you guys, but like what is your like forte, you know, like what motivates you to like keep creating stuff on like a daily basis or even like a weekly basis? So besides like doing beer photography, which is what this whole vlog is basically going to be about. I mean, I super enjoy doing macro photography. There's just something about like shooting macro that like you don't really get from doing like regular photos. I don't know, maybe, I mean, I guess maybe if like you do like portraits and stuff. Product photography, I don't know, product photography is, it's a nice outlet. I mean, you don't necessarily have to like deal with people. I mean, I've gotten paid to do product shots before, and it's like they give you the product. They say, hey, this is what we need you to take photos. You know, the nice thing about the nice thing about product photography is like you can kind of create your own art, you know, like obviously you set it up, you know, you kind of like buy some stuff and put it around it, and yeah, so it's like you don't necessarily have to deal with people, you don't have to model them. I mean, I would still like to give real estate photography and videography a try, but from what I've heard is some realtors are like super hard to work with, and I can't say that all of them are, because I've actually worked with two of them. One of them was a free shoot, although I didn't get to photograph any houses or anything. Basically just kind of like created a video for them of like the surrounding kind of like community that the houses were in, and another one was for an empty lot, and those two realtors that I worked with were actually super cool. So I mean, I can't say that all realtors are bad. I have heard horror stories though, but same thing goes with like wedding photographers. I've heard horror stories about some of them too, but I don't know, like I always feel weird taking pictures of people, you know, like even myself, but that's just me. But doing product photography is nice, you know, you don't really necessarily have to deal with anybody, you know, if you got to meet up with somebody, like when I did the beer shoot for the last time, basically just met up with a friend who works for a distributor. They said, hey, we want you to take some photos for us. Here's the beers, and get to work. We don't necessarily need all of them right away. Some of them had more of a time frame than others, but he basically just handed me a box of beer and said, yeah, do what you do. Because I guess he likes what I've been doing for like personal projects. And so yeah, I think that's pretty cool, you know? So it's definitely an interesting thing. Alright, I'm here. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna shoot that. I definitely gotta go grab a mango though, so got one more stop before we get started on this project, so let's get into it. Alright, so Just came out of Publix. I was trying to cash in a lottery ticket. The guy told me the machine was down. And I don't think he got my joke because he told me it was down, and then I asked him if it was sad. That's my bad joke. So, yeah, you know. But other than that, we got a mango. We got a mango. Hang on. There we go. So, yeah. Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and shoot this beer. All right. So we're back. It's about to rain, and I gotta set up the fish tank outside because I'm obviously not gonna fill up a fish tank and splash water around inside my house. So we're gonna have to wait for that to sort of play itself out. Other than that, we got the beer, we got the mango. I just need to set up the fish tank. And yeah, so then we'll go ahead and get started on that. I'll kind of go through the process. Obviously, you're going to set it up on a table. You're going to fill the fish tank up almost all the way, maybe like 3/4 of the way full. So this way you have a little bit of like a clear line at the top. And then we're going to set up a backdrop in the back of it. I use some poster board. They're relatively inexpensive for the price, and if you ruin one, you just throw it away. And then yeah, we got to shoot. So yeah, we'll wait for the rain to get done, and then we'll be good to go. Alright, so I got contacted by my friend, and I need to go pick up some beers from him. So this day just got a little bit more interesting, so gonna go pick up some beers and do some photo shoots for a distribution company. So we'll get in there and we'll go snag those too. Alright, fuck. Trying to back up and record and drive. Alright, so just picked up the beers from my friend who works for the distribution company. A brewery that I've never heard of, so I guess they're new to market, and yeah. So he gave me 3 of the 5 beers that they have. Definitely gonna have to figure out what to do for them, because they're just like basic beers, and the labels are like all like colored. So like their brown ale is just like it's a brown label with their name on it. But yeah, we'll have to figure out what to do with that. This has been an interesting day. Got another job. It's very fun when you get jobs for photography and stuff, you know. So yeah, that's how my day is going right now. We still are gonna shoot the other beer, and I'm gonna try and walk you guys through that. So as of right now, it is still kind of raining. Not necessarily pouring. I would show you outside, but it's probably definitely going to be like super overexposed, so it's not even going to really work. But it's definitely dark out. Yeah, I don't know, you guys couldn't see that, but anyways. So yeah, we'll get home. Hopefully it's not raining there anymore, and we'll set up for the Bell's beer. So we'll see you back at the house. Alright, so finally getting this set up. It quit raining. It's about 7 o'clock right now. I started this day at like noon or 1 or something like that. Kind of late in the afternoon, but you know, whatever. Alright, so currently filling up the fish tank. That's a 10-gallon fish tank. Got the tripod. Gotta wait for the fish tank to fill up. Currently, right now, we're also gonna be shooting on 50. Come on, Pippi. That's my dog. Alright, so I like to shoot on the 50. It doesn't necessarily matter. The only thing is, for what I noticed last time, you kind of want to shoot with like an f5 or an 6, like a really high f-stop, only because you can't do shallow depth of field with this. And the reason for that, my friends, is because trying to get that focus while you're dropping something and doing this by yourself is really hard. So shoot at a higher f-stop. You're also going to want to shoot probably somewhere around 1/1000th of a second, only because can't do slow shutter speeds. You could try it. I don't know how well it would work. But yeah, so just waiting for this fish tank to fill up. Lens is fogging up because it's humid as shit here in Florida. And yeah, so we'll come back to this. Alright, so I had to switch over to my other camera, my Rebel C7. Hopefully this is bright enough for you guys to see. Hopefully the audio isn't terrible, although I know the in-camera audio is not the greatest. Alright, so got my camera set up on a tripod. I don't know if the flash is going to work just because it limits the shutter speed to 200th of a second. I got a white background, so basically a piece of white poster board. Finished that, so as you can tell, the fish tank is pretty much almost filled. There are some bubbles down here, which I'm going to take my finger. I don't know if you can see. This worked last time to get the bubbles off, so this way you don't have as much stuff to do post-process. Not really 100% sure if there's any other way to get the bubbles to not stick to the glass. I don't necessarily think that the side pieces matter as much. I will tell you this, I did, however, clean the inside of the glass with some Windex, so that might also have kind of created these bubbles. But yeah, so I'm gonna set this up on a tripod and we're gonna do a couple of test shots. I gotta go grab the beer bottle, and hopefully it's not heavy enough. Hopefully the beer bottle itself is not heavy enough to where when it sinks it's gonna like crack the glass or anything. Last time I did it with cans, and the cans sank pretty fast. I'm thinking that the beer bottles are a little bit heavier, so we'll find out. Alright, so try a test drop. Let's see. Alright, so what I noticed is literally, I mean, you almost kind of want to hold the can or whatever you're dropping like literally right above this. So cans will float. Apparently this is not going to float. We got to figure something out. Alright, so apparently a beer bottle weighs 1 pound 4 ounces, or 1 pound 3.5 ounces actually to be exact, but we'll just round that number up. So I know not everybody's going to be able to do this. I have homebrewing equipment, so I was able to take the cap off, pour some beer out. Obviously I didn't waste it, put it in a glass and drink it. So I'm a little buzzed right now. But I basically poured about half the beer into a glass, recapped the cap onto the beer bottle. So now the weight should be around, let's see, so I don't know if you can see that in the inside, but yeah. Perfect. Alright, so if you have the option, it's a lot easier to do this with a can of beer, just because I would think aluminum's a little bit more forgiving than glass on glass. I'm not a glass expert, so I couldn't tell you, but yeah, so let's go ahead and get shooting. I got my lights over there. I'm going to set my lights up on each side of that. I'm going to try it with the speed light. I don't think that the speed light is going to work too well, but we're going to give it a shot. Alright, so one last thing too. Obviously, I'm using this, so it's going to be a lot easier for me to one-hand drop and
fire off. If you have somebody to help you do this, probably a lot better. Also, don't drop your trigger. Probably helps. Alright. So I moved the lights over in front of the fish tank a little bit more. Obviously not in the entire view of the other camera, but just didn't seem as bright as I'd like, so also, what I would do is I would drop it like 2 or 3 times and then check your photos and see if you got it. Alright, so alright, I think we got it. Hopefully this doesn't look terrible. I'm shooting at 3200. Alright, so this is what I was talking about. I'm sure not everybody's going to have one of these. I don't know, you might be able to like take a rubber mallet and kind of like tap the cap back onto it. I don't, if you can, if you have the option, or if you can figure out a way to put a cap back on, like if it doesn't twist, I use that. I would honestly say try for cans though. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna cut up the mango, and we're gonna drop the mango by itself, since I'm pretty sure we got enough pictures of the beer dropping that I think one of them should work. I'm not gonna stand there and shoot 150 more photos of it, because I went through a couple of them and there's some pretty good ones that I'm probably going to use. So now we're just gonna cut up the mango, and from there we're just gonna basically do the same thing we were doing with the beer, except with the fruit, and then the fruit is gonna drop in. If you have to, kind of like maybe force it down kind of hard into the fish tank, so this way it kind of all drops. But then we're just going to layer the 2 photos on top of each other. We're going to white out the entire background around the beer, kind of like in the Peter McKinnon tutorial. We're going to layer the 2, and we're basically going to we're going to Photoshop it all together and make it look like it's a high-end photo shoot, you know? Cutting a mango. Also, I've never eaten a mango before. Just so you guys know, I've drank plenty of like mango beers and stuff. I've actually never eaten mango. Like a fruit mango, not like maybe like mango pieces. I've probably eaten those, but like an actual like fruit of a mango. I'm gonna take half of it and put it in here and use it for another beer shoot that I'm going to be doing in the next couple of days. Also, again, I just want to apologize if this audio sounds terrible. I didn't really feel like hooking up a microphone and a lav mic to my H1N, so you're just gonna have to deal with it, alright? Alright, so we're going back outside. We're going to dump fruit into the fish tank. You guys probably can't see me right now. Anyways, dumping the fruit into the fish tank. Basically the same thing. We're just going to use the shutter release cable. Bam, bam, bam. Get some fruit dropping in, and then we're golden. So I'm pretty sure we got all the pictures that we need. Now, gotta clean up everything, you know? It's the one thing I hate about doing stuff like this. Then you gotta clean stuff. Easiest way to get water out of a fish tank is an old Maxwell House coffee thing with the dirt and hair and stuff in it. And then you just dump it straight into your pool. And that's where babies come from, you know? I'm hoping you guys heard that part too. Alright, so, I mean, basically, kind of that's the end of this. I'm not really going to go into, like, a editing tutorial. I will link the Peter McKinnon tutorial on this video. But basically, it's the same process as what Peter McKinnon did in his video with the water photography type of thing. You basically take your image, whether it's on a black background or a white background, bring it into Photoshop. Obviously, you want to edit it first in Lightroom, or you can edit it in Photoshop. That's up to you. Then you bring it into Photoshop, or if you're already in Photoshop, basically you just go around the edge with either a white or a black brush. Basically white everything out besides the bottle. And then you're going to get real fine detail. Basically you're going to go around the whole bottle and white everything out around it, and just kind of, you know, make the bottle or the can or whatever you're doing with the water photography, whatever you're dropping in there, basically just making it look like it's a fine art piece kind of thing. So that's it. I don't really do vlogs. If this was a good one, or if you guys found this somewhat interesting or useful, let me know. I'll try to do more. I don't really have a lot to vlog about, but yeah. So you guys, thank you for watching my very first vlog. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, also give it a thumbs up. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit all the buttons. I'm Jordan. You guys stay creative, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.